What's up, Stat Fam? We told you we was coming back with another. We got LeBron James is going outside. This is a live reaction. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that sub button, and comment below. Let's get it. You already know what time it is. Legendary, I promise you that. Hope everybody having a good day. We thank the Lord for another one now. That's big time right there. Lord, we thank you. You the biggest one. We ain't gonna never forget about you. You know you the biggest one. It's legendary right there now. They give me chill when I say something about the Lord. I ain't gonna lie to you. I gotta be me. I can't be nobody else. Y'all know how I go. I hope y'all real legends out there enjoying y'all day. It's big time. I ain't gonna hold y'all too long, but we're gonna get it started now. Let's get it. Promise you. And shout out to them real legends.
That one right there made me the greatest player of all time. That's what I felt. I was super ecstatic. The first wave of emotion was when everyone saw me crying. And then after I stopped, I was like, that one right there made you the greatest player of all time. You did something special.
Naysayers and basketball savants that don't know nothing about basketball and telling me I should have shot that shot in Miami. Well, I did the same thing tonight because I trust my teammates and I make the right play every single time.
What did you just say?
I make the right play every single time.
Say it again to my face.
I make the right play every single time.
Come again?
I make the right play every single time.
And it's just basketball. At the end of the day, it's just basketball.
Now it's just back.
Well, maybe. You're just making excuses.
This shit can't be made up, man.
When it comes to LeBron's tenure as a Laker, it's been filled with numerous gaffes, blunders, failures, and multiple embarrassing moments in the postseason. But I gotta say, this series versus Denver takes the cake as the worst LeBron moment in Los Angeles. And specifically looking at Game 3 at home, down 2-0. This team just flat out quit, rolled over, and died on the basketball court. And looking at LeBron James, their so-called leader. Awful body language that game and the entire series. On the defensive end, fell asleep numerous times. Anytime there's a foul called, palms up, blaming teammates, pointing at the bench, blaming them. Now, if you can believe this, the most embarrassing part about Game 3 actually came in the post-game presser. As LeBron James' straight face, after getting walked down and just annihilated on the court, said basketball is just a game.
And it's just basketball. At the end of the day, it's just basketball.
If basketball really isn't that important, I mean, just skip Game 4, go on vacation, 1, 2, 3 Cancun. And while you're at it, if basketball isn't that important, just a game, just retire, call it quits. Because at this point, this attitude is downright sickening. And like we do a lot of times on this channel, contrast LeBron James, his mentality, versus someone like Kobe and Jordan.
The greatest thing about the game of basketball to me is the passion, the love that I have for it. If I didn't have the love for the game of basketball, all the things that I just penned out to you in my career would have never been achievable.
And it's just basketball. At the end of the day, it's just basketball.
Michael Jordan and Kobe's mentality for today's players is just a lost art, something you don't have anymore. And looking at Kobe specifically, during the 2016 season, his last in the NBA, age 37 post-Achilles on his last legs. This guy still, for the fans, would play through pain. As nearing the end of his career at the end of the season, in a random game in Detroit, he told Byron Scott, I'm going out there and playing for the fans. And Kobe in this game, he shot 2 of 15 and Lakers lost by 20. In the grand scheme of things, this game, irrelevant in history and just kind of forgotten with time. But for the fans who went to this game, maybe there's one chance to see Kobe. This guy, battling through injuries, went out there for the fans and performed. If basketball for Kobe was only a quote-unquote game, he wouldn't be doing that at age 37. And looking back at the Denver series, like I said earlier, just a failure in all aspects as a leader, a teammate, as an NBA legend or so-called NBA legend. All year long, ESPN, social media, Fox Sports, the mainstream sports media, they shut the Lakers down our throat 24/7. And entering the playoffs, what were we told? LA is a sleeper team and underdog. They're going to give Denver a real run for their money. Those people should be ashamed of themselves.
We could be anybody, anywhere, anytime. And somebody go, if we stay healthy, Lakers stay healthy, somebody gonna catch hell beating them 4 times in 7 games.
And less than 2 weeks ago, people like Mike Greenberg, Stephen A. Smith, surprisingly Tim Legler, were saying a LeBron James championship run this season could move him past Michael Jordan as the greatest player in NBA history.
If LeBron knocks this guy off in the next couple of weeks at this age and goes on to win a championship in the league, I think it does influence the conversation. It is a huge factor in the discussion.
That right there is peak delusion and just peak ESPN Laker bias. As this Lakers team, they didn't win one series, let alone one game. And leading up to the series, they were talking finals and finals MVP. I mean, give me a break. And the worst thing about ESPN isn't those takes or their Laker bias. The worst thing is, after those crazy outlandish takes, there's no recourse, no revise what I said, take accountability, and I'm going to own it, I was out of my mind. Nobody ever goes back, acknowledges those takes, they just get pushed aside and flushed down the toilet. And speaking of stories like that, articles like that, Dave McMenamin, a Clutch Sports asset, said LeBron James this year is one of the best shooters in the NBA. Now, LeBron, he shot what? 41% from 3, which is respectable. But when it came to the postseason, the 2 biggest games of the year, what did this guy do from deep? Game 2,
You gotta make that.
missed the wide open 3-pointer.
You gotta make
In
that.
Game 3, 1 of 6 from deep, 0 of 5 entering the 4th quarter. LeBron James on the season, 41% from deep. In the playoffs, also 41%. But in the big-time clutch moments, the biggest shots of the season, this dude clanked them all off. And when it comes to someone like Jordan, I mean, 3-point shot was never really his game per se, or something he loved. I mean, look at 1997 in the playoffs. Leading up to the NBA Finals in Game 5,
Jeffrey.
from deep Jordan was at 17.2%, which is not great. Now, still with Jordan shooting 17% from deep, in Game 5 in Utah with the flu, what did this guy do? Rose
Torture.
to the occasion and knocked down a 3-pointer.
Run it down, Jeffrey.
Michael Jordan from straight away. Looks like he's a boxer just hanging on.
Michael Jordan, I don't know what it was, but this dude just had a feel for the moment and reverence for the clutch shots. And when it comes to LeBron James, of course, choking the playoffs yet again, I think fans now finally realizing this guy isn't all the media cracked him up to be. What are we told 24/7? LeBron James, the greatest leader of all time, the greatest teammate of all time, elevates everyone and makes all the players better. I mean, after 21 years, who's LeBron James made better exactly? I really have a tough time seeing guys he actually elevated and made better. As looking at all the stops in Cleveland twice, Miami, and especially Los Angeles, these teams, these players, the entire organization bends to his will. I think it's fairly obvious to everyone now, LeBron James the individual, more concerned about his stats, his numbers, his standing in NBA history than actually winning championships as a team. It's taken people a decade to realize this, but better late than never. And looking on to next season, I fully expect LeBron James, yet again, to join a super team with multiple All-Stars. And like I said months ago, that team, in my opinion, is the New York Knicks. And yet again, LeBron James, the continued path of joining All-Stars, demanding players, then blaming said players, losing, then leaving, rinse, wash, repeat, until you're 45. That is the LeBron James MO in the Clutch Sports playbook. And just so we're clear, Game 4 Lakers vs. Nuggets hasn't ended yet, and actually hasn't even started yet. But what I expect in the aftermath of this game, I expect more excuses, more blame, leaked quotes, Darvingham stinks, I didn't have enough help, things like that. So that right there is the end of the video. As always, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time.
And it's just basketball. At the end of the day, it's just basketball.
Nah, it's just basketball when you lose it. But when it was all championships, chase down blocks, it was different. See what I'm saying? When you lose, that's the real you when you lose. You know? Shout out to Bean Bryant. Shout out to Jeff. Real legend. Never complain. All they gonna tell you if they lost. We gotta come back harder, man. We failed. No complaining, no excuses. Y'all LeBron fans still complaining. Y'all know better than that, man. I'm talking about motherfucker can miss a wide open shot. They still blaming it on Genie Bus. Let's stop it. We really doing that? Come on, Bron fans. What Bron said it. Accountability. Okay, now it's time to take accountability. It's time to take accountability, Bron James. What you gonna do? I don't know what we got going on now. It's crazy. Y'all Bron fans, stop it. Y'all doing the same thing Bron do. Complaining. Excuses. Not knowing. We see the eye test. Y'all see the eye test just like we see it. Y'all still talking about Genie Bus. What? Genie Bus ain't out there throwing the ball, dunking the ball, missing. Genie Bus control the damn phone calls. Come on, man. The paperwork and shit. This can't be made up. I'm not even about to waste my time because we see what we see. It's legendary. It happened to all the greats. When you lose, you lose. The youngest, they supposed to be beating up on the older guys. Come on, man. They got to get you up out of there. And y'all Bron fans, stop making excuses. If he's 38, he's still playing though. I see 5 people out there. They still playing, so it is what it is. You gotta handle that. We ain't gonna do too much of it now. You gotta handle that, Bron James. There's 5 people out there, all them excuses. How old you is. Yeah, you still doing good. But if you don't want them people to criticize you, you don't want your game to get critiqued and stats and get critiqued, you gotta shut it down, man. You gotta shut it down. Hey, we retiring today. You better, hey. We retiring today. You gonna have to pull it at some point. If you don't want the people to talk about you, you don't want the people to say nothing, which they is gonna say something. Retire if you don't want to mess your numbers up. That's you can keep on playing. It's going, hey, scrutiny. We just want y'all Bron fans just to be for real. Stop making excuses. Y'all blaming shit on Genie Bus. Come on, man. I said, when I seen that, I said, are you serious? You motherfucker blaming shit on the GM, the owner of the team? Motherfucker ain't even sweated one time out there running sprints. I'm done. Motherfuckers out there missing wide open threes. And they still find a way to blame it on the Genie Bus. What? I ain't about to waste my time with it. Y'all already see what y'all see. Shout out to Bron James, real legend. Just stop making excuses. Be for real. You go out there and say, hey, damn, we lost. Okay. We gotta salute. That ain't what's getting said. I don't know what the hell going on, but it is what it is. Salute to them real legends now. Bron fans, please get it right. I don't know what's going on, but please get it right now. If y'all don't want people to say nothing, y'all better go on Twitter or something. Retire, come on, retire something. Cause this right here, hey, the young guys ain't playing no more. They done mastered it now. If they leave now, that's how you gotta go out. Bean went out the same way. Jeffrey went out the same way. Losing. You gotta lose. You were cheering with all that winning. And then when it's time to lose, complaining. Come on, man. We don't do that. When you lose, that's what's gonna define you. Let's see how you, if you're gonna have the same spirit when you were winning. Is it gonna push you harder, or is you gonna complain and make excuses? We see what's going on. Ain't gonna waste my time with it, I promise you. Salute Stat family. Thank y'all for watching the full video. We're gonna be back with another video after this video. Make sure y'all stay prayed up. Y'all be safe and y'all be good. You know.